Good evening, everybody, and welcome to the final round of the Super League on GAVRA Racing F1. We're here tonight at Brazil, and as you can all see, it's a very wet track tonight. Everybody in intermediates at the moment, so not quite enough for wets. But with me, as always, is Jukebox. And how are you tonight, Jukebox?
Oh, I think I'm doing a little bit better than usual. Right before I started talking, I remembered I had to unmute my mic.
That is always a plus.
So I'm doing pretty good. Toby, how are you doing?
Good. Yeah, I'm very well, thank you. Yeah, much better than I have been, which is good. So yeah, everything is good for me.
Good, because yeah, I think I really tortured everybody in yesterday's broadcast. I think they could definitely tell that I was extremely lost in the broadcast without you by my side.
I'm absolutely certain that wasn't the case. In fact, I listened to it myself, so I know it wasn't the case. So, yeah, no, you did a good job.
Oh, and we've already got Alex Gunnermack in our chat. Alex Gunnermack, how you doing? Yeah, Toby, I guess I'll go through the map, and I did get our map and the last week's podium done. Like I was telling you before we started the broadcast, I dropped the ball on the driver points slideshow, but I'll go over them audible for everybody. Oh, we also have Black Country Mush and Triple O showing up in the chat. Thank you guys so much for showing up. Me and Toby always like it when y'all show up to talk to us, and y'all.
Yeah.
Toby, they always give us great tire information, don't they?
Yes, they do, very much so. It's always useful to have. There we go. There's the stream. Let me just mute that. Yeah, it's always useful to have the extra information on board. So yeah, please keep that up.
Yeah, and I guess real quick, yeah. As y'all can tell, we're here at the Brazilian GP, as Toby said, 4.3 kilometers or 2.67 miles. With Toby, these are 15 amazing turns. The Brazil track has such a great layout, in my opinion.
It does. I love the final corner, the sweeping corner onto the first straight. It's yeah, a lot of fun to drive, and you can get some great overtakes there as well. Especially in the wet, it makes it a real handful for some of the drivers coming out of that last corner. So we could see, well, quite a lot of action tonight.
Oh, I definitely think we will. If they even do a half repeat of what the Premier League did yesterday, we should see some really great racing. And yeah, because always, as I stumble and trip while I try to walk and chew bubble gum, I stopped talking about the map halfway through, and now it's still stuck on the screen. As always, 15 minutes qualifying, 45-minute race, dynamic weather. And yesterday, Toby, the weather actually cleared up for the race for the drivers. Well, I don't know if it's going to do it today or not. I kind of want to see it rain the whole time, if I'm going to be perfectly honest, though.
We've had some exceptional wet races this season, so yeah, it would be well. I think it'll be pretty good either way, because they put on a great show either in the wet or the dry.
Yeah, they really do. And quick reminder, last week's podium was Play Dutchie in first position. Piero pulled off the second. It's Jax was third. And y'all voted for Jojo Power for your driver of the day.
Yep.
We still got 10 minutes left. Let's see. Yeah, I think I'm currently on Kebabs, letting him run around the track. But Toby, yeah, I guess I'll go through these points really quick and very awkwardly, so we can actually get to having some good discussions about this race, because you're doing a great job, but I'm a little off my game here and fumbling a bit.
No worries. If you go through the points, I should join you again in a second.
All right. Yeah, so we have in the lead in first place is Play Dutchie with 225 points. Second is Piero with 169. Third is Adam Grin with 168. Fourth is Don Rajib with 136. And y'all, this is going to get a little tricky. I'm going to try to make sure I keep track of it, because We did have Napula in 5th, but I believe he retired from the season, and I just put the commentator's curse on Kebab there. We'll move up to Deadly Jason. We have It's Jax in 5th with 109. 8th is One Shot, Two Down. No, I'm sorry. 6th is One Shot, Two Down with 73. 7th is JoJo Power with 64. 8th is ESH with 55. 9th is Kobayashi with 48. 10th is MQD with 41. 11th is Metboy with 27. 12th is Before You Die with 25. 13th is Gavranovic, the man himself, with 20. 14th is Tunturi with 4. 15th is Deadly Jason with 3. 16th is Toby0603 with 3. 17th is Crazy with 2. 18th is Daza with 2. And Kebab brings up the bottom with 1. So, yep, there we go. Finally managed to get through those points.
Excellent. And there was McLaren in the wall. I don't know who that was. But Tobio603 has retired from the session. Attengram is setting a pretty exceptional pace with 1:17.6, almost a second faster than second, which is Jojo at the moment. Play Duchy, the points leader, is currently in 4th, and Piero in 3rd.
Very nice. Yeah, Toby, yesterday for the Premier League, I believe the fastest qualifying time, and I'm really ashamed to admit that I can't remember who did it, but was a 1:19.8, I believe, was the fastest qualifying time yesterday. So
everybody here putting on an exceptional show at the moment. Really brilliant times.
Yeah, we're basically looking at, what do we have, just right at a 2-second spread in the entire field at the moment?
Well, 2 seconds down to 13th. And then below those, I'll probably yet to set mind you, Guillotine's not far behind. So yeah, it's very, very close at the moment. And evening everybody in the chat. Just got a few more people joining in.
Yeah, we've got a good people coming in and talking to us tonight. Oh, Kev just showed up and gave us a big hello. Kev, it's always great to see you in the chat.
Hey, Kev.
Yeah, we've got we've got Xavier in the chat, Black Country Mush, Peter, Alex Gunner Mac, Triple O still in here talking to us. So yeah, we got a little bit of an active chat tonight, guys. Thank you very much.
We do, yep. And I mean, I know we normally don't talk about real world F1, but it's been quite a busy week. Quite a few driver changes this week. I have to admit, when I heard that Vettel was leaving, I personally expected Ricciardo to go to Ferrari, but it turns out that Sainz has, and he has replaced Sainz at McLaren. So quite interesting to see what will happen next year.
It really will be. And didn't they just implement? They've got a whole new set of rules and regulations for the cars for this next season too, don't they?
No, next season, because of the situation in the world at the moment, next season will be actually locked in place to this season's rules, and in fact, there's no development allowed this year at all. With the exception of McLaren, who are allowed to do a little bit of development because they're changing engines to Mercedes. Currently they're with Renault. And so obviously each of the engines are slightly different sizes, and therefore they've got to modify the chassis a bit to put the Mercedes in. So really that is the only development that's going on at all this year. So yeah, they're going to be totally locked until the start of the 2022-2021 season. The 2021 new rules have been postponed to 2022, which is a bit of a shame because I was really looking forward to seeing those cars, I have to admit.
I was too, actually. I'm not I don't watch a lot of F1, but the technology that goes into the cars just completely fascinates me. So while I might not watch a whole lot of the races, Any kind of like tech videos on the technology and the different implementations of like the new steering systems that one car tried, all that
Yeah,
stuff to
no,
me
it's Mercedes, the
yeah,
DAS.
is
Yeah,
very fascinating.
very much. I totally agree with you. I mean, I like every aspect of Formula One: the racing, the strategy, and the rules. It's I love all of it basically. So yeah, I can't wait for them to go racing again, I have to admit. But in the meantime, we have a very good subsidy with watching all these lots take the track.
Yeah, I mean, I don't mean to brag on our drivers too much, Toby, but I have caught a few glimpses of some of the shows that the professionals have been putting on, and I must say that I would much rather watch these drivers right here.
I don't disagree with you at all on that one, actually. I watched the first few races, and if I'm honest, I wasn't too impressed. It's not that they didn't take it seriously, but yeah, I don't know.
It's two totally different forms of presentation from what we do and what they do in real life racing coverage. I mean, they're similar, but at the same time, it is very different.
Yeah, and I think there are some drivers who don't take it overly seriously, and in some ways it shows. Whereas everybody here takes it. Then I think everybody has fun, but equally they take it seriously and respect everybody else on track, which is always brilliant to see. And I'm very impressed that Attengrim has got himself into the 116, so the 116.8.
I was just so he is now 3 seconds faster than the fastest lap that we saw yesterday in the Premier Series. That just really shows why this group of drivers are in the Super League.
It could have been wetter yesterday. To be fair to the ones in Premier Series, it could have potentially been wetter. And as we know, when it starts to dry, or if it's not quite as wet, then you can definitely put much better lap times in. I've noticed that Play Duchy has moved himself up into second. So we will probably see a bit of a battle between those two off the line.
I believe, I agree 100%. I believe we see that just about every week with those two. Adam Grimm, Play Duchy, and Piero have been just monsters this season and have been really going at it. And it's Jax has managed to get himself tied up in that battle as well, so he also very impressive from him. And yeah, Alex Gunnermack is in the chat saying another wet quali. It is, and Black Country Mush is giving us his opinion on if it dries up, what we'll see in stops, which will play out about to what we saw yesterday with the one stop if it dries. But Toby, I already expressed my feelings on how I don't mean to be cruel to the drivers, but I wouldn't mind seeing this race have rain the whole time.
No, it would be interesting, without a doubt. Triple O just saying that it was full wet yesterday. So yeah, I did assume that three seconds a lap adrift. They almost certainly had different conditions. So yeah, but tonight they're on inters rather than full wets. So I don't know. It's a mixed bag. I half want to see it in the wet, but at the same time, I think with DRS they have more opportunities to overtake. So
and they could drive a little bit more aggressive. Yeah, I'll agree with you on that. Yeah, both ways will make a great show. But yeah, I guess to your point, if it dries out, they can push a little bit harder, and we'll see more changes from good overtakes rather than mistakes, most likely.
Yeah. It doesn't look like anybody at the moment can touch Attengrim's time. It's Jackson just moved himself up into third with 1:17.7. I'm still on track.
I'm very surprised at that too, Toby, because Play Duchy has been almost, just almost, I really stress the word almost, untouchable this season as far as his lap times and his performance. And so to see Adam Grimm get out there and best him on qualifying is really good.
I think it's been very close between those two all season, so I think it's been one way or the other. Attergrim has had a few unfortunate events in the races, whereas Play Dutchy's had a pretty clean season. How close are those two in points, actually?
Which two again?
Attergrim and Play Dutchy.
Let me see. I've got the wrong screen there. There we go. Adam Grimm and Play Dutchy. Play Dutchy has 225 and Adam Grimm has 168. And we have this race and one more. I think I would have to go back and look at the website. It is possible Play Dutchy may have already clinched the win for the season, but no one hold me to that.
Apologies to everybody. I called it as a final race. Anyway, so on pole we've got Attenborough as with 116.8. Play Dutchy in second with 117.5. It's Jackson third with 117.7. Don Rajiv in fourth. Pierre in fifth. Sixth is Jojo. 132 down in seventh. ESSH in eighth. Ninth is Kebab Bringers. Metbo in 10th. 11th is MQD. Before You Die in 12th. Deadly Jason in 13th. 14th is Kraza. Gavra in 15th. Guillotine in 16th. Tintu in 17th. Tobio 603 in 18th. And Dazza in 19th.
And we had, still just right at about a 2.5 second spread on that?
I was too busy reading. I didn't actually look at the times, I have to be honest with you.
I believe that's about what we saw. They were really, really close.
It didn't look much in it, I have to say. But it appears to be a dry start.
Ooh, very nice. And it doesn't look like there's actually a cloud in the sky. So I think it's definitely safe to assume all the drivers are real quick redoing their strategies at the moment.
I would imagine so, yes, because it's going to be a totally different race than they were potentially expecting.
Yeah, and Black Country Mush was just talking about in the chat how if it had stayed wet, how interesting the turn one would be, which turn one on this track is very high speed and allows for a lot of cars wide to go through there. So I think it's going to be really good to see regardless.
Yeah, it's going to be a great race. Alex, sorry, I was just reading the chat, and Alex Gunner is just saying he wonders who's going to start on mediums to have a fast finish on the softs.
Well, we did see yesterday. I guess I do have a little bit of insight since I covered the race yesterday as to. Oh, sorry, everyone. I forgot to pop Toby's camera back up there. There we go. Got Toby's camera back up in the corner for everybody. I can't stress that how much I actually love you broadcasting your camera view, Toby, and me being able to pick it up and put it on the screen.
It is good, actually. I do have to say, it's I'm glad we tried that because it works pretty well.
Yeah, and I personally, I think it's one of the touches that really drives this broadcast home. It's just that extra touch, that extra camera, you having that extra screen to be able to commentate on, I think really just kicks it up a whole nother level.
Yeah, it's really good. So I'm glad you were able to capture it. So we've got Atom Grimm, Play Dutchy, and It's Jax all starting on the mediums in the top three. So their strategy is going to be pretty interesting. MQD in 11th is also starting on mediums, as is Deadly Jason. Gavra on hards in 15th, and Kobayashi in 20th on mediums. So I must have missed him when I read out the times because I finished at Desert. So it's going to be an interesting race, I think.
Oh, and I see Gavra Novik is the one driver that has chosen to stay on hard, so he's definitely going to look to stay out for quite a while and then
He will
change
be.
over to some sauce at the end. I think has a good chance of doing really well on this track.
It could be a very good strategy if the rest of the tyres start to burn up. Yeah. But anyway, we've got lights, and away they go. Atom Grim off to a very good start there. Play Dutchy off to not very good start at all. He's been handed by Don Rajiv into the first corner. And Don Rajiv is through, putting Play Dutchy back into third. It's Jax, I believe, has moved up too, as has Jojo. I'm just going to go.
Yeah, the grid is incredibly tight at the moment. Oh, we did have a few drivers get a little wide through that turn. They did a great job of holding on to the car.
Oh, we got a spinner and a Ferrari in the back.
Oh,
that was ESSH.
Oh, no.
I don't think he collected anybody, but yes. And it doesn't appear he's got damage, so I think that was just a spin.
Oh,
no, he looks pretty clean to me.
Yeah, I hope he didn't pick up any damage. ESH is, well, he's one of the fastest drivers in this league.
He is a very fast driver, definitely. But no, he didn't appear to have any damage, which is good news. And Guillotine is right in the back of MQD at the moment.
Yeah, the end of lap 1, and we just, except for ESH that spun out, we literally have only still about, I'm thinking right at about 3 seconds from 1st to 19th at the moment. Everyone is incredibly tight still.
And Jojo is really close back to his teammates at the moment too. Of course, they don't have any DRS for the first couple of laps, so any overtake will have to be done by the pure speed of the car rather than through DRS.
Yep, and Before You Die just got by 1 shot 2 down, but 1 shot 2 down is managing to stay right on top
we've got
of
a
him.
safety car. There's been an incident, and it appears to be between Kobayashi and Tuntu.
Oh no! Both of those drivers also been having a really good season. I like watching all the drivers, but Tuntu I really enjoy watching a lot. He's very talented out on track.
Now, Attington is not going to be very happy about that at all, because he had got himself roughly a 2-second lead, which will now be totally negated by the safety car. Yeah, we shall wait and see how long it stays out for. I should imagine it'll only be for a couple of laps.
You know, I shouldn't think that it would stay out too terrible long. Maybe just long enough for all the drivers to get bunched back up. But yeah, I agree with you, Toby. That is definitely going to hurt Adam Green's feeling with the lead he had managed to get out in front of everybody. He had got himself out there and was allowing himself a little bit of comfort.
But Don Rajiv is a little bit, well, I mean, he's not keeping up particularly close at the moment, although he has actually closed the gap now. So yeah, it's just a case of waiting for the safety car to end. Don Rajiv had a great start. He's up 2 positions to put himself into second.
Yeah, farther on down the field, Before You Die, currently in 8th, managed to make up 4 positions, and the Guillotine made up 5.
5, yeah.
Yeah, Toby, not you. Toby 0603 managed to make up 4 positions as well. And oh, down here at the bottom, our fellow GT3 driver, check out Dazin 16th. He managed to pull himself up 3 positions.
Yep. Yeah, no, it's a great start for many of these guys here at the moment, and Don Rajiv just trying to keep his tyres warm, ready for the restart.
So we still have 33 laps to go. There is still so much that could happen with this race, Toby. I really have no idea who to pick for any position. We have Brazil, and then we have next week's race, which I should know, but I don't.
Well, I thought this was the last race, so I really do not have a clue at all. So I apologise for that one.
Oh no, you just made me feel better because now I'm not the only one. Hopefully one of the guys in the chat will real quick tell us what they're racing next week. But I think with this race and the one next being the last race, the drivers, they all have so much on the line, and you know how it is when it gets to the end of the season, you really want to go ahead and just lay it all out on the table and hold nothing back. It just kind of, I guess either, you know, DNF or win is what you kind of tend to go for on the last couple of races a lot of the times.
Yes, definitely, especially if the championship's already decided. But I'm fairly sure there's probably some positions that have yet to be decided. But Black Country Mush is just saying the safety car will help the soft runners go that little bit further. And I'd have said it will also help the medium runners to have that bit of extra speed at the end. They can go a couple of laps longer and then switch to the softs later on. Yeah, so that could potentially help them too. And the last race is in Abu Dhabi, by the way.
Oh, that is going to be epic right there. GAVRA definitely chose a fantastic track to end the season with.
Safety car in this lap, so Atherton is just backing up the pack at the moment, ready to go. Oh, a little bit of contact between Play Dutch and Don Rajiv there, I think. Somebody lost a wing.
Oh, no.
Wing end plate. Oh, that's Don Rajiv who lost the wing end plate, so maybe he collected that and they're off again. But yes, it's...
Oh, one shot, two down made a... Oh, go ahead, Toby.
Oh, go on.
Oh, I was going to say, one shot, two down. I mean, just he really hit the gas and managed to get out in front of a few drivers there.
Jax with a fantastic move down the inside of Play Dutch, Pierre there. And now down the inside of Play Dutchy too.
Yeah, I'm going to hop on top of JoJo Power's car here so we can watch It's Jax and Play Dutchy from the back here a little bit. I know you're on the track side, Cam, so we'll get the double view going on in this battle here.
The Alfa Romeo's had a great restart, so both of them have moved themselves up.
Oh my God, did you just see that move JoJo just made?
I did, yes. That was, yes, JoJo, wow. Both of them have been pretty exceptional in this restart.
Oh, and look at Kebab has managed out of nowhere put himself up into 6th place. What a move from him.
Oh, Pierre and Player and JoJo side by side. Wow, this has been an exceptional restart.
Well, I think we say every race, we know the drivers hate the safety cars in the restarts, but for us and the viewers, it really makes so much more action
Jax is now
out on track.
challenging Don Rajiv for second, and he's side by side. Don Rajiv will have the inside. But no, he lets JoJo go and can't quite make the switch back either. Wow, Jax has had an incredible restart. He's taken, I think that's 3 or 4 positions in the restart.
I'm going to hop off the top of this camera. I don't want to leave this battle. Oh!
Pierre has put himself back into 4th, sorry.
And at that noise,
is now side by side with JoJo. It gone down the inside. JoJo cuts off the door just a little bit there, perfectly legally, but it's just stops Kebab coming through.
Yeah, and if these drivers, which I don't know if they're going to give us a chance to, I don't think these drivers are going to calm down, but I'm looking farther down the field, and we've got some good battles going on.
Sorry to interrupt, but Play Dutchy has had an incident somewhere. He's back down in 16th.
Oh, no. Oh, that is terrible for Play Dutchy.
I have no idea what happened there, but Don Rajiv is really struggling with this wing and plate missing because Piero is now side by side in the front straight. Will he make the move down the outside? I think he will, and he'll have the inside for the next corner. Wow. Yeah, that was a pretty fantastic overtake too.
I'm currently on top of Don Regime's car. He is really right on top of Pierre, but he's got JoJo. Yeah.
Yep.
JoJo is really breathing down his neck at the moment. I mean, they are close.
And it's Jax. Somewhere his speed has come out of nowhere, and he's now caught right up to the back of Attergrim, who had a little bit of a gap.
Oh, yeah, we could see that position change here sometime soon. Yeah, we've got a lot of stuff going on farther down the field. I'm going to make a quick mention of it. We've got MQD, Met Boy are going at it. Crazy has been going at it with Met Boy and MQD pretty hard. GAVRA Novic's right on top of Crazy. We'll have to keep an eye on that, see how that plays out.
Yep.
Let's see who else. Before You Die is really trying to close the gap on Kebab. He's only 4/10 off of him at the moment. But Toby, as you were saying, with Play Dutchie, got something happened to him, and he's now down in the bottom. We know he's got a massive lead on points, but
Yes.
second and third, which is Piero and Adam Grin, literally are only separated by 1 point at the
Don
moment.
Regime's going down the inside of Jojo to take back that position, and I think the camera's moved, and there we go. He has made that move stick. Less than exceptional fight between these two, but it's Jax is now right in the back of the leader, and not quite as close as these battles. And Jojo has gotten himself back past Don Regime. Don Regime went a little bit wider on the exit. I don't know whether there was contact there because I wasn't on board with him at the time.
I had just changed my camera over to him as well, so I didn't get a chance to see if there was any contact either. But yeah, I was going to say, with it, Play Dutchie is on towards the back of the field, and he's not involved in the fight between our current leaders.
Attention, it's Jax has got through into the lead. I wish my camera was on there at the time. And Atengrim is back down the inside, or it will be on the inside of the next corner, and should have this move done. But Jojo is not going to give up. No, but he had to go wide because Atengrim is back in first, which has allowed. Oh, now Jojo is back. Wow. Piero has now caught up too, so I think he's going to be getting in this action very shortly too.
Oh yeah, he's definitely looking for the spot. And farther down the field at 12th is Crazy. He is only 2/10 off of Deadly Jason. We should see a move happen there soon. Met Boy 3/10 off of MQD still. I think we're going to see some of those battles farther down the field just go on for the whole race. Before You Die, still 2/10, 3/10 off of Kebab. I have to say, Kebab and Before You Die sitting in 6th and 7th is very impressive. Guillotine is sitting in 8th.
Pierre's had to, so Atengrim's had to let oh no, Atengrim has gone around the outside. Wow, of it's Jax. And now, wow, that was an incredible move. I was just about to say that Atengrim had to back off it's Jax for a second to defend from Piero, but as I was saying it, he dove down the outside. Oh wow, it's Jax has just gone around the outside of Atengrim. Oh no, contact between Piero and Atengrim.
Oh no.
Atengrim was stuck in the middle of the track, but he's managing to get out of the way. Wow, that was very lucky. Nobody collected him there. What a shame, because that was some extraordinary racing.
Apologies, everybody. I'm sure y'all can probably hear my 3 dogs in the background barking at the wind outside. If they keep it up, I'll have to step away for just a quick second.
No problem at all. And now Krasler is challenging Atengrim for 11th. Keep it on here for a second.
Yes, who said the leaders have spread themselves out just a little bit. I figured I'd move mine on back down there a little bit too and check in on somebody.
Krasler's down the inside of Atengrim, and he's made. Oh no, but he got a little bit slippy into the corner, which has allowed Atengrim to come back through.
Oh, what a fantastic... I'm seeing it on your camera right now. That was a fantastic move.
Could you pop the tyres back on?
Yes, I sure can.
Thanks.
Yeah, because I guess it is getting about that time, isn't it?
Yep.
Yep, there we go.
So Atengrim has gone into the pits to fix the damage that he acquired during that incident. But yeah, I would imagine that Piero does have damage as well, actually. I'll just pop it onto him just to have a quick look.
I think Xavier in the chat is saying that he thinks it's probably on the end plate.
No, both of his end plates seem to be there. I haven't got a very good angle at the moment, but I don't see any damage.
I'm currently on Deadly Jason. He's really trying to close the gap on Met Boy. He's He's floating back and forth between 5/10 and about 8/10. He just needs to get a little bit of a run on one of the corner
there
exits.
is. There's the left. Sorry. Left end plate is damaged, and he's gone into the pit to fix it. Yep, you're right. I couldn't see very well on my camera, but sorry, Jukebox.
Oh, no. You are by far the better commentator at the F1 than I am.
I love doing it, and it's I love doing the commentary with you. So I don't think either of us are particularly a better one. So, but we make a great team.
Well, and of course, you know, as we all know, if Americans are good at anything, it is interrupting people, which I tend to accidentally do a lot.
I'm doing a pretty good job of it tonight, but that's only for pure excitement from some of the action that's going on the track.
I was going to say,
Go
we got MQD closing in on Guillotine now.
Before You Die is also closing in on Don Rajib. In fact, he's within 4/10 at the moment. Don Rajib is still missing that front left end plate from the safety car. From a bit of contact with one of the other drivers under the safety car, and he's come into the pits just as I said that, so he'd finally had enough of it.
And Xavier, I'm going to look in just a second at Play Dutchie's car. It is possible he may have picked up a little damage. Like I said, I'll check on him in just a second. Oh, Bet Boy's going for the move. Not quite able to get it done. He had himself in a pretty good position, though. Wow,
No,
6th, 7th, and 8th right now. Oh, and there he goes.
Play Dutchie definitely has both of his end plates, so I don't see any obvious damage on his car.
I'll tell you what, MQD Met Boy are really going at it, and they've got Crazy and Gavra and ESH right on top of them, right behind them as well.
Play Dutchie is right in the back of ESSH. Hoping to, he's got himself back within the top 10.
He really has, and I think, now Toby, if I remember correctly, I did see some of the drivers stretching their soft tires up to about 14 laps, so we should see them coming in soon. And
yeah, I probably maybe within the next 2 laps, I would have said, because obviously we had a couple of laps under the safety car, which would extend their life a bit. Plus, not only that, but they started on fresh sets because they qualified. Oh, then again, they would have done last night as well. And Play Dutchie is now down the ESSH has held the position. And Play Dutchie will be looking to go around the outside in this next corner. I think he's going to have the move done before the corner. Oh, no, maybe not. No, yes, he has, yeah. That was a very nice overtake there from him too.
And I believe we had one driver that managed to put in 22 laps on the mediums, so softs to the mediums or vice versa will definitely work. But I have to say, Gavranovic in 7th he's doing really good. He's got 13 laps on the hard compounds.
He has himself in a very good position there, actually, to be fair to him.
He really does, and towards the end, we can, I think it's safe to assume he'll probably change over to the softs, manage to get in some even faster lap times, and
yeah,
I think he's going to do really good here.
He can go very late in those set of hards, which means that his softs are going to be quite a few laps younger, potentially, than the rest of the field of mediums towards the end of the race, which will give him quite a significant turn of pace, I would imagine.
Yeah, Black Country Mush is agreeing with us on how Gavranovic's doing in the race right now.
He's doing really, really well, actually. No, I mean,
he's doing really good. I mean, if there wasn't the regulation where they had to change compounds at some point in the race, there is a very strong possibility that I think you could get the hard compound to actually last the distance on the race.
I think so, yes.
Several of the drivers yesterday said that that this track was surprisingly easy on the tires.
Play
which
Dutchy and ESSH are now, really
okay.
hounding Gavra, and they're
Oh.
hounding each other at the same time.
Oh yeah, Gavra is putting on a hell of a defense right now. But, yeah,
He
like you
really
said,
is.
Play Dutchy and ESH are really, they're kind of caught up with each other just a little bit there.
Play Dutchy's having that was strange.
Was that?
I have no idea what's going on at the moment.
Did you get a little bit of? You must have got a little bit of glitch or a little bit of lag going on there, just like me.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm actually getting
I'm not entirely sure what's going on there. I can't commentate this because I have no idea who's in front of the other. Gavra, though, seems to be back down in 10th.
Yeah, I'm getting a little bit of lag here on my end.
I am too.
As well.
Yeah. I don't think it's your end. I think it's server side.
I believe you're right. Yeah. Oh, yeah, because we have a lot of all the drivers may be feeling this. We're looking at all the different position changes at the moment.
Yeah. Oh, Gavranovic has timed out, I think.
Oh,
that's a shame because he was doing so well.
If he just,
but his AI car is still there. I don't know. Can you get back in to your AI car?
Oh, that's a good question. That could be iffy. But that if Gavranovic just timed out, then that would explain the glitching that we were seeing because he is our host.
Yes.
So he just most likely went through a host migration as well.
I think we did. Not a very smooth one, I have to say.
No, but I must say though, if we did, the fact that the whole thing held together is quite impressive on Codemasters and Sony's part. Because we know the Project Car or something like that was to happen. That probably would have been the end of the race.
Yeah. Okay. I think that has now
Triple O is
down.
saying the times are a little wonky because of the lag. Yeah, I think they should straighten themselves out in just a minute. Triple O, they usually do. And yeah, and even Xavier's just saying, yeah, Gap just got disconnected. No, it's not the live chat curse. I think that was probably the two commentators, I think, may have been bragging on the boss too much. And
MPD is going around the outside of Met Boy here. Fantastic move there. We've seen a lot of moves around the outside of that corner there.
Yeah, we really have. And we have Crazy's going on into the pits.
He is, yep.
So for a second, I saw him, starting to go down the field. I was starting to be very concerned something might have happened to him.
And Met Boy is now trying to make a move around the outside of MKD, but nope. MKD was very good defending there.
And we've got Peter in the chat saying, Vamos, Piero. Yep, Piero's, he's carving his way back up through the field. Something happened there, and he did end up towards the bottom, though I think it may have actually just been his pit stop, and I dropped the ball on keeping track of everything.
I think it is, and so he's actually in a really good position. Actually, I think at the moment. Yeah, I think he should be pretty. I think he should be in first, actually, Piero. I would imagine when the pit stop phase is over. Yeah, I'm still watching this MKD Metboy battle, but MKD has got himself a bit of fresh air at the moment.
Toby, are you seeing JoJo right now? His tires, he's up to 18 laps on a set of soft compound tires.
So what I said literally 2 seconds ago, apologies to interrupt, but this is actually in front of Piero, so I was totally wrong. But no, you're right. JoJo is doing exceptionally on such old tyres.
Yeah, I mean, that many laps on those tires, he's got to be well beyond the blowout point, I would think. or he's doing a fantastic job of managing the wear on him around some of these high-speed turns.
He is very much so. Yeah. He's doing an absolutely great job, actually. So Jojo has now come into the pits, and yeah, he will come out behind Piero. Piero is actually catching back a bit Jax by the looks of it.
Yeah, he really is starting to close that gap. Met Boy now right here. He's going to try to go. He's challenging MQD.
Play Dutchy is in with this fight too, and he's side by side with Met Boy. I think he's going to have that move done. He is on younger tyres, but it'll be interesting. I think he's going to have to possibly pit again, actually, Play Dutchy. Has he pitted yet? He must have done. Yes, he has.
Okay.
He must have pitted earlier for a wing. He did, yes, I do remember now. He was missing an end plate.
And Alex Gunnermack, to answer your question in the chat, is what does Play Dutchy have in his car? After this race, we're going to get the stewards to go down to the pit and check up under his seat. I have a feeling there's about a 50-pound bottle of nitrous up under there that he's running tonight, because he's really carved his way right back up the field after he spun out and got put at the back.
Yes, he did. Yeah. Met Boy has done himself back past Play Dutchy, and Play Dutchy's going back down the inside. They got It's Jackson company now, who is really the leader, because these 3 in front of him are yet to pit. So what he really must not do is get involved in any collisions with them. Oops.
There we go. And I just threw the stops up there. Yeah, MQD has not stopped. Play Dutchy is 1. Met Boy stopped twice. Deadly Jason has not done a pit stop yet. Of course, Gavra Novik, we're just going to have to wait, unfortunately, and I guess, and see what his AI car is going to do. I'm still going to root for Gavra's AI car, though. You know me, Toby, I can't help it. Any race that we get to cover and Gavra Novik is out there, I'm rooting for him.
Even his AI car.
Even his AI car. I don't
Boy
care.
has come into the pits, so that releases it, Jax. Play Dutchy and MQD. Play Dutchy has in fact got himself in front of MQD. But yes, no, I do know that you. I mean, I'm a big fan of Gavra too, so I always root for him. But it is such a shame, because he was having an exceptional race. I think he would have been in for a great finish. But we'll never know now, which is a huge disappointment, actually.
Well, and he finished, I believe it was 7th or 8th last night in the race. So yeah, I think with the performance he was putting on tonight, he was sitting in a really, really good spot to do well in this race. I definitely think he would have finished at a minimum in the same positions, about the 7th or 8th position.
I think you're right. Possibly even up in the 5th. I mean,
well, he had a great strategy laid out.
He did. He actually did. I mean, I actually don't know how that would have turned out, because it could have finished off really well. MQD has peeled off into the pits. Play Dutchy's got himself quite a lead now. Oh no. He's coming to the pits. Sorry, I didn't see where he was on the track, which is why I thought he had such a lead. Piero, in the meantime, has caught right onto the back of Play Dutchy, and this is 4th position, because Piero has stopped and should be running to the end, I think. Although towards the end, I think Jax's tyres would be better, but at the moment, I think Piero's are.
Yeah, we've got a few little battles going on in the back of the field. Looks like ESH and Crazy are getting right there on top of each other and changing positions back and forth a little bit, along with
we got
Don Rajiv and MQD.
Yep, we've got another safety car.
Oh, that could work out very well for Play Dutchy, because I believe either he just went into the pit, or did he?
No, Play Dutchy has retired.
Oh,
so
something happened to his car.
Yeah, I don't know what.
Oh no. That is
have no
pretty
idea what.
unfortunate, but this battle between Jax and Piero though is going to be really. Oh, but Piero's going to take advantage of this safety car. He's going to pit. So I was going to say, their grip should be pretty comparable. Piero on the medium still had enough laps left in those tires to make it to the end of the race.
He did, but they would have been very, very old. They would have been totally on the edge of on the edge of their life. So he would have had to have hoped that he would have enough gap between himself and its Jax to not allow its Jax to come back. I think with the pace that its Jax is running tonight, I'm not entirely sure that would have been doable. But yeah, I think Piero is actually now in a pretty good position here. Although Jojo and Before You Die, obviously on track, are in front of him, so he has to get through them first.
And yeah, Quazim in the chat. Yeah, unfortunately, something did happen to play Dutchy there.
I don't know what. It is a shame.
And Peter, don't you worry, man. Piero he's on it. You don't have to tell him to get any faster down the track. He's doing amazing tonight. Yeah, him and Jax both. I think that's where we're going to see a lot of really intense battles between those two. And JoJo's done really good to get himself up to where he is. He won't have to pit again either.
Yeah. No, I think everybody, in fact, by the looks of it, most people on track have come into the pits. Despite their strategy. In fact, Before You Die has come into the pits, and the hards too. Piero will be sitting very pretty there on virtually brand new soft tyres, so I think he should be able to get past the two Alfa Romeos in front of him pretty quickly. So it may be prudential for them to come into the pits while they've got the opportunity. They've got the gap to do it.
It looks like almost all the drivers are taking advantage of this, except for It's Jax.
I think they have.
And JoJo, of course, if the times are right, they do have about a 35-second lead in front of Piero.
Yeah.
But like you said, with the tire compound he's running, he's going to close that gap very quick.
They will be obviously back to back by the time the safety car actually goes into the. Yeah, Jojo has come into the pits. By the same time the safety car comes in, everybody will be in a train, which means that those on the fresh softs are going to be in a huge advantage. In fact, there's almost no chance that it's Jax could hold them off. I mean, obviously there is a chance, but it would be very slim. So yeah, but Jojo has come into the pits.
Yeah.
I'm surprised that it's Jax hasn't. Sorry, I'm rambling.
Yeah, no, I was going to say, so if it's Jax was to go in through the pit, to me it seems like it could be a very risky move for him to try to take it. Either way, it's risky to pit, take the tires, and try to stay out in front of them and hope you get back out in front of everybody, or stay out and just try to outgrip them. I don't know, Toby, you know, you are the one that definitely has a lot better comprehension of their pit strategies and everything else. It just seems... Well, I agree where he should try to get a set of softs, but it just seems so risky here at the end.
I'm watching your feed. I'm watching your feed on the stream, and there's something odd going on with the safety car. It's picked Piero up rather than it's Jax, which means that it's Jax now has a huge lead, and there's no reason at all why he shouldn't come into the pits.
Oh, yeah, because now it's saying he has a 20-second lead over Jojo Power and a 48-second lead over Piero. But, yeah, everyone else is, just like you said, it has caught right up with each other.
Yeah, but no, the problem is that the safety car is meant to catch up with, or catch the leader, but it hasn't done. For some reason, it's caught Piero. And that's why the times are so wrong. I don't know what's going to happen here. So there's no reason at all why it's Jax can't pit.
All right, and y'all, we just had a very special guest show up in the chat. He is one of the old school commentators here at GAVRA Racing, and it is a pleasure to see him tune in. We have James Head in the chat. Anyone who has ever watched many of the GAVRA races, especially the Academy, knows that he specifically covered the Academy races for a very long time, and I highly suggest going back and watching his videos. He does great commentary. And Toby, he is saying that he's thinking Jax and JoJo were disqualified, that it could be a glitch with the safety car.
James is saying they're not. Oh,
Okay.
They are disqualified. No, they're not disqualified. Although it appears Jax and JoJo are disqualified, they aren't. Right? Yeah, no, they're not disqualified, even though it appears they are. Something very strange is going on here, and
we've got a little glitches going on that we're confused.
Load of contact there.
Oh,
just
no.
a safety car restart. Oh no, this is. Oh dear.
Oh yeah, we can see some of the drivers falling down to the back. Yeah, it looks like that safety car glitch has really messed a few things up here for some of the drivers.
It has, because it's Jax is now, or JoJo is now 1.5 minutes in front of Piero.
Oh wow, that is a massive lead.
It shouldn't be like that, but it was because the safety car caught Piero rather than the two leaders.
Oh, that is unfortunate. That's something we really haven't seen much of, though.
No.
I have to give it to the Codemasters. They do a really good job at most of the bugs and glitches.
They do, but that's quite a significant one, unfortunately. Attenborough is on the back of MQD. I really don't know what's going to happen here. But anyway, so Attenborough is overtaking MQD, but of course no DRS because the safety car has just come in. But he appears to be going around the outside. Tried to switch back, but nope. No room there.
Yeah, on mine we just saw a great overtake from Kebab overtaking Metboy. That was a great pass, but they've got ESH right on top of them, Toby. There's no way those two drivers they don't have time to even breathe with the kind of pressure they're under right now. Oh no, but Before You Die managed to get around ESH. What's going on there? ESH is not an easy driver to get around. Yeah, that is quite odd. Don Rajib's trying to put the pressure on MQD, though.
I think JoJo's gone into the pits to try and make the race a bit fairer, unless he had damage on the restart. Maybe he had damage on the restart. I don't really know what's happening, if I'm honest. But Don Rajib is right on the back of the MQD, as you said. Sorry, I interrupted you there.
Oh, no, you didn't.
And he's just going around the outside. No, he's not.
He almost had that move, though. He was sitting in a really good position. It looked like that could have ended very bad for both drivers had he had pushed it too much more, though. Oh, now he's going for it now, though. Oh, yep, side by side. Yep, Don Rajib has managed to stick it and get around MQD. MQD still right on top of him, though. Don Rajib's pace is going to make it hard for MQD to keep up with him.
Although we know from past races that MQD has great pace himself, so I think we may see a bit more battle from those two. Adam's got a little bit of a gap between these two now, which is exactly what he needed to be able to fend them off, because he just didn't want to be slowed down with them. And that might allow him to catch up onto Piero by the end of the race too. It is a real shame about that safety car glitch, because it's totally. We were having such a great battle up the front, and it's completely negated it, which is such a huge shame. That's not to take away from any of the drivers. It's just, it's to have the race nullified. Really, for that, it seems it's such a shame, because it was incredible for them. But MQD is right in the back of Don Rajib still, so he's not giving up this fight yet.
Yeah, James is in the chat. He's saying, yeah, he says, yeah, they aren't disqualified. It's a glitch in the game that he's seen before. Oh wow, really? Half the field disqualified one time from the glitch? That would be.
Yeah.
Ooh. I have to say, James, I'm glad someone as talented as you was having to deal with that instead of me stumbling around trying to figure out what was going on and trying to explain it. I think I probably would have just said, "Oh, game's broke, commentators broke. We'll see y'all tomorrow."
Met Boy is right in the back of Kebab at the moment. So I think they're going to be side by side on the straight. Oh, that was close. Yep, Met Boy is going to be going down the outside. But I don't think he's far enough alongside to get along Dunyan's.
Ooh, that was so close. I had just jumped on top of Met Boy's car too, and right as he was coming by, we could really see just how close that was. That was really close. How they didn't make contact, I have no idea.
Nor do I. Yeah, I do agree actually with the chat. It's actually really not fair at all. It's just, well, it's kind of broken what was an incredible race. I don't know what's going to happen, but I don't think anybody actually got disqualified. AB, I think there is a safety car glitch, which just means that it's Jax and Jojo have a huge lead now, which is totally unassailable by anybody else. Yeah, never mind, we will finish the race as it is, and yeah, but Met Boy is still right in the back of Kebab, and he's got DRS, so he'll probably be alongside down the outside of the corner again. Yep, and he just breaks in time.
Oh, but what a recovery from Kebab, though.
Yep, that was great defending there for Kebab.
And yeah, everyone, what are we down to? We've got 3 laps left, so if y'all want to go ahead and give us your vote for driver of the day, so I can get their graphics loaded up onto our podium for the end of the show. Toby, I have no idea who I want to vote for. GAVRA Novic's AI car is holding hard in 11th place. I kind of want to vote for him.
I think it's got to be one of the Alpha drivers. They had incredible pace to catch back up the way they did. It's not their fault the glitch happened.
Yeah, no, I agree. I think for this, oh.
I see, because they were speeding under the pit car. Right, I understand now. So, I see what's happened. Right.
Thank you very much, James.
So MQD has actually got himself past Don Rajiv again. Great move there from MQD.
Well, you know, I was just fixing to say, because of the glitches and everything, that I was gonna say how everyone knows how I don't like picking a driver of the day off of the podium, but with the glitch, I could definitely see us voting for one of them. But well, so I'm gonna go back with my original.
If they were speeding, knowing that they were still under safety car, I'm not sure. I can't actually.
Oh my God! Kebab just spun it out.
Oh no!
And see, I've been eyeing MQD, Met Boy, and Kebab and Before You Die for driver of the day, because they're sitting really high up on the grid. We usually don't see them quite as high as they are at the moment on the grid. So they've been having a really good race.
That's a great recovery there from Don Rajiv. ESS, sorry. I was in front of
and I believe we actually have Didix in the chat. I could be wrong, but I believe that could be Didix chiming in and talking to us a little bit and talking to James.
Yeah, I think it is. Oh, no, it definitely is. But yeah, no, I tend to agree. I think what James is saying is that the game would have disqualified them. I'm honest, I'm still not entirely sure what's going on here.
No, this is I think this is definitely one of those times where me and you, Toby, get to be happy that we're the commentators and not the stewards and administrators. We can just say, you know, nope, we're not sure what's going on, y'all. Y'all have fun figuring that out.
Yeah. I mean, I think the only thing they potentially did wrong was speed underneath the safety car, as in the speed once they got past the safety car. But I'm not even sure they did that, if I'm honest, because I was watching them. But it is extremely sad, actually. It's ruined what was an exceptional race, and we got Don Rajiv in the pits. Oh, that's a shame.
Oh no. Last lap. So yeah, y'all real quick, go ahead and give us your vote for driver of the day. Oh, Kebab spun it out again. I'm gonna vote for Kebab, and we'll see what the chat votes for. And Topi, who do you have in mind?
Kebab has done extremely well, actually. I have to say he's shown great pace here tonight. So yeah, I think him or possibly Attengrim, because didn't he have pit early? How many stops has he done?
Adam Grin, yeah, I believe he did have some. He was at the back of the field actually, very early on in the race.
Yeah, he was. So either Kebab or Attengrim, I think, for me. But Kebab has shown extremely great pace actually tonight.
Yeah, and let's see, we've got Alex Gunnermack is voting for Metboy, and Peter is voting for Piero. Ethan is also voting for Piero. So all right, so so far it is looking like Piero. Yeah. Piero's been having a really good race.
Mind you, Attengrim is catching him at a rate of knots here. It's the final lap. His chances cross the line. I don't think Attengrim's quite got enough left in the track to do it, but he may do.
Yep, Jax has made it on across the line there. We've got a little bit of a battle somewhere going on, don't we? Yeah, Adam Grin's still trying to catch Piero. Yep. Oh, and on farther down, well, nope, sorry, y'all. I was going to say Gavra Novak is fixing to make a pass, but then I remembered it was his AI call.
I think Piero is going to hold the position off. There's not far for them left to go.
Yeah, he's getting Piero's actually getting overwhelming support in the chat for driver of the day too. Yeah, I mean, there's like
disconnected Black Country.
Yeah, but yeah, I think Piero's got I believe about 5 or 6 votes
so
now.
Attengrim actually got third on penalties.
Oh, all right. So we know what that means. All right. So you said what now?
I think Piero. I mean, well, actually, no, I'm not sure. Attengrim, actually. But yes, I do agree that either. In fact, I think Attengrim would have won it, as it happens, because he got third because those two were behind each other on the safety car. So, yeah.
Yeah, and y'all, yes, I know one of these names on the podium is wrong. The penalties kicked in right there at the very last second, and I didn't get quite a chance to change it over. But yeah, I guess I apologize for that. I'll get it a little bit better next time.
So, it's not entirely sure of the actual results, but it's Jackson in first, Jojo in second, and Attengrim in third. That makes up the podium. Piero in fourth, ESS in fifth, sixth was Metboy, Before You Die in seventh, MQD in eighth, Kebab in ninth, Deadly Jason in 10th, Don Rajiv in 11th, and Kraza in 12th. Because unfortunately Gavra disconnected earlier on in the race, even though he was having an exceptional race and probably would have had a great result.
Yeah, oh, there we go. I got it. I managed to get it right in the changeover, everybody. So, like Toby said, it's Jax for the win, Jojo in second, and Adam Grin out of nowhere with the third. And Piero had overwhelming driver of the day. And everybody, thank y'all so much
Yeah.
for voting for a driver of the day. We like it when y'all outvote us. We don't like to have to choose the driver of the day because it is more meant for
Well,
y'all.
I have to admit, I think Piero or Attingham or even Kebab should have been driver of the day personally. So yeah, no, that was a great race until that last safety car. I mean, that was beyond a shame.
Yeah, no, but it was a hell of a race with everyone, though. I have to say, it was quite good to watch everyone, and really, hopefully, or I guess maybe not hopefully, I don't mean it in a bad way. I mean it in a good way, that for the last race of the season next week, maybe the drivers will be a little bit extra fired up and just put that little bit extra out there and really lay it on the line for the last race.
Yes, it's going to be an exciting last race, I think. I mean, we don't know yet. This race may have to be rerun as a result of that. But yeah, we'll just have to wait and see. Yeah, disappointing end to what was a great race actually there, but still, it was a great race up until then.
Oh yeah, it really was. It was fantastic. I have to say, you know, the drivers tonight and last night that were in the Premier League. I mean, the drivers here in the Super League obviously they're in the Super League for a reason. But the performance was very comparable between the Premier League and the Super League. The Premier League has yet to disappoint me the couple of times I had the pleasure of filling in and covering for it. But yeah, the drivers here in the Super League, these guys, just the show they put on is absolutely incredible every week.
Yes, absolutely brilliant. So yeah, it's been fantastic.
Yeah.
So
yeah, and Toby, I guess I just realized that I have not done a shameless advertisement this whole time. So yeah, I guess I need to go ahead and do that so you can actually start rounding us out. Yeah, tonight, y'all, we have the guy that actually ends the stream, and I won't sit here twiddling my thumbs trying to figure out how to close it. But shameless ad, go to the website gavraracing.ultravista.org. Gavra Novick has been updating lots of stuff on there. You really should go check it out. Like I said, he's constantly updating stuff, changing stuff, and improving stuff. We've got all the drivers' stats on there, track history stats as far as drivers who has set the fastest lap times all the way back to the beginning of Gavra Racing, and all of the F1 races as well. There's also a link to join the Discord, links to sign up for the races, and of course a link, if you wish, to the Patreon site if you wish to help support us. We are, after all, completely community driven. It's everyone volunteering their time, from y'all, the viewers, the drivers, especially the administrators, Gavra Novick himself. Toby, one of our commentators, is also a great example of one of our members that donates his time, and it's just all of us coming together to bring this to y'all and to make it happen. And Toby, I have thoroughly embarrassed myself, so I will shut up and let you call us out.
No, it's been great as always, and apologies, I've missed a couple recently. I've had some things I've had to deal with, but I am back now, and yeah, it was a great race, and I'm just reading the PlayStation chat. Possibly, from what I'm reading, the result may be taken from before that last safety car, so the results may well change from what we read out, but that actually seems like a pretty good compromise to me. But yes, thank you very much, Jukebox. It's been a pleasure as always. Thank you to all of you for joining us. We have one more race left in the season, which is Abu Dhabi next week, and we look forward to seeing you then. Until then, hope you have a lovely week and a safe week, and we will see you next week. Thank you. Good night.